Section 5. Keeping in touch.
Chapter 44. Getting and sending email. I clicked on my browser icon to go online. I typed the URL for my email into the box. I logged in with my username and password. I had 9 new messages in my mailbox. I opened one and read it. I opened the attachment. I replied to the message. I replied to all, not just Tom. Then I printed out the attachment. And deleted the email from my mailbox.
Parts of an email message: date and time, sender's address, recipient's address, subject line, attachment, text.
Chapter 45. Using the telephone 1. Using a mobile phone. Texting. Dan turned his phone on. He dialed a number on the screen and pressed call to make the call. The person did not pick up, so he ended the call. He went to the menu. He selected his contacts and found a listing for his friend Jim. Jim heard his ringtone and answered Dan's call. Hi, Dan. Texting. Pam opened her phone and searched for her friend's contact information. She selected Message on her phone menu. She used her fingers to type and wrote a text message. Many words in her message were abbreviations and symbols. She checked her message and hit send. Other things you can do with phones. Set an alarm. Take pictures. Shine a light. Chapter 46. Using the telephone 2. Making a phone call. Jenny looked up Kate's phone number in the phone book. She picked up the receiver and heard a dial tone. Then she dialed the number. She heard Kate's phone ringing. When Kate answered,
"Hello?"
Jenny said hello and identified herself.
"Hi, Kate. This is Jenny."
Then she said why she called.
"I'm calling to see whether you'd like to go swimming."
Chapter 47. Using the telephone 3. Answering a telephone. Kate heard the phone ringing and picked up the receiver. She answered the phone by saying hello.
"Hello?"
And then let the caller speak.
"Hi, Kate. This is Jenny."
They talked for a while.
"Whether you'd like to go swimming." "I'd love to, Jenny. When?"
And then she hung up. If it's a wrong number. Kate didn't know the person the caller asked for.
Could I speak with Mike?
She told him that he had a wrong number.
"I'm sorry. There's no one here by that name. You have the wrong number."
He apologized and hung up.
Oops, sorry.
Chapter 48. Using the telephone 4. Leaving a message. I asked to speak to Dan.
Can I speak to Dan, please?
but he wasn't available.
I'm sorry, but he's not here right now.
I identified myself and asked her to take a message.
This is Alex. I work with Dan. Could you please take a message for him?
She agreed and asked me to repeat my name.
Sure. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I repeated it.
It's Alex. Alex Rivera.
And spelled my last name.
Could you spell that out, please?
Sure. That's Rivera.
I also left my number.
And my number is 555-5959.
And asked that he call me back.
Could you ask him to give me a call, please? Thanks.
Chapter 49. Using the telephone 5. Taking a message. Pam answered the phone,
Hello?
and the caller asked for Dan.
Is a Dan there, please?
She said he wasn't available and offered to take a message.
Sorry, he can't come to the phone right now. Can I take a message?
The caller left a message for Dan.
Yes, please tell him that Lester called.
Pam wrote the message on some notepaper and put it next to the phone. Later, Dan got the message and returned Lester's call.
Hi, Lester. This is Dan. You called?
Chapter 50. Using the telephone 6. Using an answering machine. Tom recorded an outgoing message on his machine.
We can't come to the phone right now. After the beep, please leave a message.
When Jenny called, she heard the message
We can't come to the phone right now.
and left her own message for him.
Tom, this is Jenny. Please call me back at the office before 6 o'clock.
When Tom got home, he saw a light showing that he had a message. He pressed the button to play the message. As he listened to it,
Tom, this is Jenny. Please call me back at the office.
he took some notes. Then he erased the message.
Don't need that anymore.
Chapter 51. Writing a personal letter. I took out some paper to write to my friend. I wrote the date and a greeting at the top. I apologized for not writing sooner. And I wrote about what I'd been doing. As I wrote, I reread her last letter to me. I answered questions she had asked, and I asked her about herself. Then I wrote a closing and signed the letter. Chapter 52. Mailing a letter. I enclosed some pictures.
I hope she likes the pictures.
I fold up my letter and put it in the envelope with the pictures. I write my friend's address in the middle of the envelope and my return address at the upper left. I seal the envelope. I don't know how much postage I need, so I take the letter to the post office. I stand in line. When it's my turn, I go to the window. I ask the clerk how much postage I need.
How much do I need on this?
He asks me how I want the letter to go.
Regular mail or express?
Regular. And weighs the letter. I buy enough stamps for the postage.
$1.20.
Okay. I lick the stamps and stick them on the envelope. I put the letter in the mailbox.